Join us as we navigate the wastelands, scavenge for a powerful artifact for alliances to dominate unforgiving landscape. Welcome to the aftermath of Magic Fallout. Roll it. Hello guys, welcome back to Scry Guys, and today we're going to take a look at one of the commanders that are in the Fallout commander sets, and this one really caught my eye because you get to proliferate when ETBs or even attacks, and I think that's really cool. And some people see as planeswalkers or super friends, but I see it as a way to play Infect. So that's what we're going to do today. And yeah, the name is Infinite Warfare Agent Frank Horrigan. Infect deck tech. So let's get right into it, guys. So let's look at our commander, which is Agent Frank Horrigan. So he is 7 mana, 1 green, 1 black, 5 colorless, mutant warrior, and and it had trample. And then Agent Frank Horrigan has indestructible as long as it attacked this turn, and then whenever it enters battlefield or attacks, proliferate twice into 8/6. So that is a big boy that ETB proliferate, or even attacks proliferate. And it has indestructible as long as you attacked with him this turn. So that is pretty good as a commander, just a big, beefy mutant warrior right there. And I have played some Fallout games. I have not played 2, which he's originally from. As you can tell in the background, he's right behind the card, which we'll see him in the next thing here, which is the price of him. So there he is. Look at him all beefy. So he's sitting at like $20 right now. I know the set isn't out yet. Today is the 26th, so he'll come out on the 8th, which is next week or this week, one or two. But yeah, normal 20. Nothing too crazy there. I didn't want to put any of those special foils in here, just a normal card price. So he is definitely kind of pricey, but I think he will go down in the future. So let's get right into the creatures here. So we're playing 30 creatures. So let's get right into it. So we're playing Billows Skull Dweller. Just Death Touch Toxic one. We are playing Toxic and Infect creatures in this list just to make sure everyone gets a little poison count on them, you know. But we're playing Bird of Paradise, just a little ramp there. Blight Mamba, Blight Belly Rat, Bloated Contaminator, which is a really sweet card for this deck. So Toxic 1, Trample. When Bloated Contaminator, deal common damage to player, proliferate. So that is pretty good there. Canker Bloom, which is just, it had so much utility, right? It destroys artifact, destroys enchantments, or it proliferates for us. So that is pretty good for us. Containment Grafter, which is a card that I just found out today. Whenever one or more creature you control deal common damage to one or more players, proliferate, and then at the beginning of your end step, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, draw a card, then you may put a land card onto the battlefield. Excuse me. And it had Trample and Toxic 1. It's a 5/5. So that is pretty good. A lot of proliferating going on. We just want at least one or all 3 of our opponents to have poison counter, just one, and then we could start working our way there. Death Ray Shaman and Delightful Halfling, really good ramp pieces, and then some utility with Death Ray Shaman there. And then we are playing Elder Deep Shadow, just another ramp piece. Evolutionary Sage, whenever land on our battlefield, proliferate, really good there. Fleenser Might, just inflict lifelink, and then we're playing Fane Bearer, which is really good in this list, because we are playing some card that give our creatures Death Touch, and when they deal combat damage, they just get 2 poison counter on top of the Infect or Toxic that they get. So it's really good in this list. Glistener Elf, just a classic. Hand of the Praetors, just really good there. And then whenever you cast a creature spell with the Infect, target opponent or target player gets a poison counter. Ichor Rat, everyone gets a poison counter. Ichor Mirror and Mirror Converter. Mirror Converter is pretty good because it helps us ramp, and it had Toxic 1 as well. And then Ink or Mirror just has Infect, but when it becomes block, it becomes 2/2, so pretty good there. Necrogen Rot Priest, so this one's pretty cool. So Toxic 2, whenever a creature you control deals, or whenever creature you control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional poison counter, and then target creature you control with Toxic gains that touch till the end of the turn, so pretty good there. And then we're playing a Necropede, just Infect. Or in Frostfang, one of the cards that gives our creatures death touch when attacking. Just with Famebearer, just really good synergy there. And then whenever a creature you control deal common damage to a player, draw a card. Then we're playing Pestilent Symphoner. Toxic 1 and Flying. Phyrexian Crusader is pretty good because it protects from red and white and it had First Strike and Infect. So that's a really sweet card in this list. Plague Mirror, just ramp and Infect. Plague Stinger, just flying Infect. Putrefex, just a trample haste Infect guy. And then we're playing Sith, the Viper's Fang. Other type creature you control have Death Touch, and then other untapped creature you control have Hexproof. So that's pretty good. So let's just go on to the last bit over here. So we're playing Veteran Raw Priest, Toxic 1. And then whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. So pretty good there. Viridian Corruptor, ETB, destroy artifact, and it has Infect. And then we're playing Vorinclex. You can't play a deck without Vorinclex if it's Infect, you know. But I think that's the most expensive card in here since he's like around $50, which is very insane to me. $50, but all the creature come down to $98, so not too bad. But this is definitely a high casual deck tech here, so bear with me. So let's get into the artifacts. We are playing 8 artifacts here. And you gotta know a lot of them here, but we're playing Arcane Signet, Contagion Engine, which is just ETB, put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls, which is kind of nice for those token decks that you can't get through. You play it, goodbye tokens. And then it had proliferate again, so just double proliferates on an artifact, which is super nice. Guard Signet, Lightning Greaves, Mana Crypt, Cell Ring, and then Staff of Completion, which is really sweet. Glad it's cheap right now. Pay 1 life, destroy target permanent you own. Pay 2 life, add a mana. Pay 3 life, proliferate, which is really good. And then pay 4 life, draw a card, which is also really good for this list. And then pay 5, untap Staff of Completion. So that's pretty good. And then we're playing Sword of Feast Famine just for the untap our land and then the pro black and blow green. So pretty good there. Oh, forgot about the price. So it's $237 for the artifacts because of Mana Crypt. All right, and then let's get into the instance. We're playing 12 instants in this list. Let's get right into here. Anointed with Affliction. Affliction, not Affection. Affliction, so exiles our creature if a mana value 3 or less, and then if someone has 3 or more poison counters, exile a creature instead. So pretty good there. Court of Calling, just to get out Vorinclex or any of our other creatures that we need, or in Frostfang, or even Sith the Viper. Pretty good there. Dark Ritual, just to ramp us out. Deadly Rollick, Force Vigor, just to control the board, make sure we're good. Horrigan Intervention, just a little bit of protection. I don't go heavy into the protection, but Horrigan Intervention is just a must in grid decks nowadays. Infectious Bite, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Each opponent gets a poison counter, so another way to spread out the poison easily. Invigorate, just to make our Infect creatures just a bit bigger, and you get to cast it for free, which is super nice. And then Might of the Oak, which is just a 4 mana target creature get +7/+7, which is so good. And then we are also playing Tainted Strike, just to give our toxic creatures big enough, or even our commander, just to infect. And then Vampire Tutor, and then Vraska's Fall, which is really good too. Just each opponent sacrifice creature, or a Planeswalker, which is key, and then they all get a poison counter. And all the instants come up to $100. And let's talk about the sorceries. We're playing 11 sorceries. I believe I changed it. No, we are only playing 10 sorceries, not 11. I forgot to change it, but that's okay. So we're playing 10 sorceries. Demonic Tutor, Drown of Ichor, target get -4/-4, and then you proliferate. So to get rid of the pesky, indestructible weenies that you don't like. Infectious Inquiry, which is you draw 2, you lose 2 life, and then each opponent gets a poison counter. Natural Order, Nature's Law, or Lore, not Law. Fire Seas Outbreak. This card's new, so each opponent gets a poison counter. Then each creature your opponent controls gets a -1/-1 till the end of turn for each poison counter a controller had. So that's a really good board wipe. Depending on how much poison you have given them. So 6, that's pretty good. So I like it a lot. So Planewise Celebration, this card I just added in just for the proliferating 4 times. So seemed pretty good. Or we get a return to, or this could be a utility card as well. But just a proliferate is pretty good. 3 visits, Unnatural Restoration, which is return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, then proliferate. So reclaim, just grab something, proliferate. Pretty good there. And then Triumph into Hordes. You can't play an Infect deck without Triumph into Hordes. And then geez, English. And then this deck, or the Sorceries, come up to $85. So the most expensive Demonics here was around $40 or $50, depending on what version you get. All right, let's look at the 4 enchantments we have here. We are playing Boanilia, Doubling Season, Necrogen Communion, and 7 Library. Just really good cards here, especially Necrogen Communion, which would give a creature Toxic 2, and then when it dies, return that card to the battlefield to your control. And then Boanilia, Doubling Season, just really good. Just a lot of sweet cards that help out the deck. And it all comes to $66. And then Boanilia helps with Fanebearer, just give our creatures Death Touch and just more Infect. It even makes our 1/1 mana dorks like turn into Infect creatures too, so pretty cool. All right, next on the list we are playing 1 Planeswalker, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is. It is Vraska, Betrayer of Betrayer's Sting. There we go. Phyrexian black, and then black 4. You draw a card, you lose 1 life, and then proliferate. That's the only ability that we really care about. And then if we get to 9, we just kill everyone, which is funny. Yeah, that's basically it. And C cost right now, it is $9. And let's talk about the 34 lands. Since the black green, it's not that hard to figure out the mana base. We definitely want some dual lands that could help us out. So let's look at them. So we're playing Bazooka Bog, which is exiles played graveyard. Boseiju pops enchantments, artifacts, and lands as well. Non-basic lands as well. Cabal Coffers, just a ramp out more. Command Tower. Death Cap Glade, which is surprisingly almost $20. I don't know why that land is almost $20. It's insane to me. Inkmoth Nexus, which is just another Infect creature, which is really good because I had flying, and then you just could get some quick games with him. I remember that card in Modern when Infect used to be really good. Carnage Bastion, just proliferate land, really good there. Line of Waste, Marsh Flats, Bazooka Bog. Oh, I did copy Bazooka Bog twice, huh? Oh well. Mirix, just to create a 1/1 Might with Toxic 1. You can't block. The Mites are okay. I'm kind of glad that it's not white because we have to rely on the Mites. I think Mites are bad. I don't know. Might be just me. Misty Rainforest, Nursery Peatland, Overgrown Tomb, the Sea Core, Underground Stadium, Orgborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and then Verdant Catacombs. And then last but not least, Woodland Cemetery, Yalmaya, Cradle of Growth. And then we are playing 6 swamps and 9 forests, and all the lands come to $246. So not bad in the land department. You could definitely make it budget, but these are the lands that I recommend highly if you're going to do like a 2-color high casual deck. So let's look at the price of the deck is $889. So not even above a grand, but it's still kind of expensive. But this is supposed to be a high casual deck, which is with Infect, and I want to make it fast. I want to make it dirty. I want to just kill people with poison counters. So I will definitely have to try this with the gang, hopefully this week, and let you guys see how powerful it gets when I get to play it. So some of the card will be proxy because I'm not going to get all the cards immediately. I just want to see how it is first, see if I'm enjoying it, see if I'm killing people with it. So we shall see. But yeah, I think that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Anything that I missed out on, any Infect creatures that would be good in here, or any other new Fallout cards that you would put in here as well. But yeah, I am excited for when Fallout comes out. I am definitely going to be brewing with some of the commanders that come out. Definitely a lot of the cards that are going to go into some of the decks I have, like Laura Croft, Joe Grant. Unfortunately, there isn't any card for Hydras, which is kind of sad, you know. Hydra gang, you know, Hydra. But yeah, that's it. I am going to get out of here. Thank you for watching, subscribe, guys, and you guys have a wonderful week or weekend.